What is up YouTube? It is Matty and welcome to this video where we take a look at one of my Town Hall 10 attacks. So really excited to be able to bring this video. I think it's something you guys might enjoy, although it's not the that dreaded 3-star that I'm trying to get. It was a pretty strong effort. So and if had things gone a slightly better at the start, which I'm going to show you, and I think there is some pretty cool learning or pretty good bits of advice that we can take from this video and work upon. So yeah, this is the base, and you can see it's, for all intents and purposes, it's a Town Hall 9 with a couple of level 1 Infernos and the extra Expo. Pretty awful level heroes for a Town Hall 10. So obviously I wouldn't advocate anything lower than 30 before you go Town Hall 10. But this is what I was up against, and my plan went a little bit like this, because there's 2 Infernos and they're both within the 1 freeze range. So I thought, to be honest, I'm going to Loon it. If I can get 2 air defences, it might make my life a little bit easier. So I looked at the base. Because of where the Queen is, I could just jump a King straight in with a couple of Wizards behind to take a couple of defences and the Queen down. And based on the fact that that air defence I felt was reachable by the Queen, which it is if she moves to where the barracks is, that gave me an idea that, okay, because I can reach one with the Queen and do a Queen walk, where can I get a second one? So I was looking at like a walk path, and I wasn't comfortable with to try and get that air defence. Obviously I would if I could, because the Queen is there. Maybe I could have zap quaked that. I mean, thinking about it, actually, it's probably a better idea to do a zap quake on that Inferno, then Queen walk the enemy Queen, that air defense, and then move round and get to the other air defense. So that would have probably been a more sensible choice than what I decided to do. But here's living and learning, and you know, experience beats all, I guess. What I felt, if I walked, broke into this compartment here, allowed the Queen to walk in, take the air defense down, broke out over here, walked around, and then got to the second air defense. Kill the King in the process, kill the Expo, a couple of other sort of defences en route as well. I looked at the Inferno range and I thought, oh, she'll be fine, she won't get hit by the Inferno beam, so don't worry about that. You can see it's looks out of range, so no worries there. So I thought, okay, how can I do this? How can I make sure the Queen goes the right way? And using the elixir, the dark elixir storage, if I placed a couple of Wizards on it, took it down, so that the Wizards then went sort of over here to take these buildings down next, I could place the Queen up by the dark barracks, tank that cannon, allow the Wizards to clean those buildings, and then start with the moving on. That was the idea. Queen walk over to break in, get that first air defense, break out, get the second air defense, and then just start a Loon from probably about this elixir storage here straight onto the first air defense, couple of hounds on it, and then just start surgical looning around and rage the hounds and the loons into the Infernos and freeze them, just to make sure they stop killing my Infernos for a little while anyway, stop killing my loons and hounds for a little while at least anyway. That was the plan. It was somewhat straightforward in my eyes, but let's have a little look about what happened and try and talk through this video and see what we can pick up. And you can see I'm able to carry 3 hounds and 16 loons, which, if you can take 2 air defences down, is sort of the standard-ish amount to take down a base, particularly because I'm able to freeze the Infernos as well. I can't remember what I bought the Giants for, so I could have probably got away with 2 extra loons then, or in fact Wizards, and that might come to bite me later on in the raid, because I had 2 Giants there, and I think that was when I was considering a different strategy, and I forgot to dump them. So it's frustrating, and you'll see why. Start the raid, couple of Wizards on the dark elixir storage, you can see it there. I needed to get the Queen down somewhat quickly, when it was about half health, to try and get her onto the cannon to tank for it. Just about did it in time, which was nice there. And then the Wizards are starting to clear the path, they're going to get the barracks down as well, which is kind of key. And now I can start thinking about the wall breakers. I think I was busy watching my wizards. I should have just sat back and waited. But wall breakers targeted different pieces of wall, no intercrossing one either, so the wall didn't break over, so I had to drop another one. Then the expo hit that one, which isn't hitting the queen, so I had to drop another wall breaker. Finally broke in, which was what I was aiming to do. Queen got in, quite a few point defense on her, thinking about using a rage soon, and here's the moment. Look, Inferno Beam has targeted her. I was like, what? Hopefully she'll move out of place, and no, still gets hit by the Inferno Beam. So I guess lesson one, and I should have used the freeze spell, but I was so surprised by what happened. So lesson number one, when the radius is as you saw it was, they can still get hit by it, so don't take that as the holy grail that you're going to be okay, because it's not the case. I did know there was a golem in the CC, by the way, because it had been exposed before in a different raid, so I was aware that there was a golem there, which is why I knew that I could just tank my king in and not worry about killing the CC after. That's why I had no poisons or anything like that. And now the rest of the raid, you can see, I'm just sending those couple of hounds in on the first air defence, raging the loons in to take it down nice and quickly, get them through to the second one. I've got a third air defence here, remember, bear in mind I'd only sort of planned for dealing with two. Raging the loons through, and here you can see I use that freeze spell just to shut those infernos up for a little while, give my loons a break and able to sort of rage through onto them. And it's working quite well. Those final loons onto the archer tower, and I used a couple of giants, which could probably have been better with a couple of loons, to be honest, or a couple of wizards, to try and tank for that archer tower and cannon for a little bit. Quite a few loons left as well, so I should have used the haste. I didn't realise I had the haste until a few minutes as well. So what happened was I ended up using the haste to try and rush the loons around. Poor first one, poor second one, but I've got no cleanup troops really. I've got the pups that have been generated, but I didn't have that many wizards or anything like that, so I just if I had like a couple of wizards or something like that, I'd have been able to clean up and get the 3-star. If my queen would have survived, I'd have obviously got the 3-star. If well, yeah, there's quite a few things. I hadn't taken those giants and made them absolutely pointless, I could have got the 3. Even if I'd have bought hogs instead, maybe I could have got the 3. There's so many things where if I'd have changed them, I could have got the 3-star from this raid. So yeah, I just wanted to show you primarily. I mean, that Inferno range is really surprising for me. I wouldn't know. That looks like it's out of range to me. Looks like the queen has to be on top of the wall to trigger it, and she obviously can't walk on top of the wall, but it's misleading, or it's hidden by the angle at which you can see the base. So be aware of it, guys. Be aware of it. I don't want anyone else to stumble like I did on this one, because it would have been a 3 for me, and it would have been amazing. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Having a look at me get really close. Obviously I've got the max hounds now. I'm going to have the max wall breakers soon. Where are they? Here they are. So that will help me, and I can carry on getting my troops up after that. So hope you guys have enjoyed. See you on the next one. Peace.